Hello Magic Makers, welcome to Storytime with Mombierella. This is a young adult fiction and may be inappropriate for some younger audiences. Mother Knows Best, A Tale of the Old Witch by Serena Valentino. Copyright Disney Enterprises Incorporated, 2018.
Chapter 37. There, it never happened. Now wash up for dinner. I'm making hazelnut soup. Rapunzel was back in her room, at home with her mother, heartbroken. Her mother was acting like it was just any other day. It wasn't. Rapunzel had thought she was going to have a life, a real life, but she was trapped in the tower again. Never to leave, never to love. Her mother was right. The world was a horrible place. I really did try, Rapunzel. I tried to warn you what was out there. The world is dark and selfish and cruel. If it finds even the slightest ray of sunshine, it destroys it. Like my sisters, Gothel thought. Rapunzel opened her clenched fist. She'd been holding on to one of the purple flags from the celebration. On it was a golden sun, just like the sun on the king and queen's clothes in the mural. Just like the suns in the murals she'd painted on her bedroom ceiling. Everywhere she looked, there were suns and more suns. Then it hit her. She fell backwards, into her vanity. In that moment she knew. In that moment it all made sense. She was the lost princess. Rapunzel? Rapunzel, what's going on up there? Rapunzel, are you all right? Said Gothel, walking up the stairs to see what the commotion was. Rapunzel was in shock. She stood on the landing, just looking at Gothel, seeing her for the foul woman she was. I'm the lost princess. Please speak up, Rapunzel. You know how I hate the mumbling. I'm the lost princess, aren't I? Rapunzel gave Gothel a wrathful look and continued. Did I mumble, Mother? Or should I even call you that? Oh, Rapunzel, do you even hear yourself? Why would you ask such a ridiculous question? It was you. It was always you. Everything I did was to protect you. My flower. Rapunzel shoved Gothel and ran past her down the stairs. Rapunzel! I spent my entire life hiding from people who would use me for my powers, said Rapunzel, walking away from her mother. Rapunzel! Called Gothel, going after her. And all this time, I should have been hiding from you. Gothel couldn't believe how angry Rapunzel was. Where will you go? He won't be there for you, said Gothel, desperate to keep her flower. What did you do to him? That criminal will be hanged for his crimes. No. Now, it's all right. Listen to Mummy. All this is as it should be. She reached out to touch Rapunzel's hair, but Rapunzel snatched her mother's hand in hers. And then she saw it. Her mother's hand was like a claw, like a witch's hand. No, you were wrong about the world, and you were wrong about me, and I'll never let you use my hair again, Rapunzel shouted, pushing Gothel backwards into a mirror and smashing it. You want me to be the bad guy? Fine. Now I'm the bad guy. Gothel slapped Rapunzel across the face, knocking her to the floor. Is this what you want? Mother, no. I'm not your mother, remember? I'm just the witch who stole you from your real family. Please don't hurt me. I won't hurt you, dear. You think you know my story. You have it all written in your mind? You know nothing of my life, Rapunzel, or why I've made the choices I have. She put her knife to Rapunzel's throat as she chained her up. Rapunzel, let down your hair! It was Flynn Rider. He was calling from outside. How? Never mind, said Gothel. Now listen to me, my little flower. Do as I say. I'll get that dreamboat of yours. Do you understand? She tossed Rapunzel's hair out the window for Flynn Rider to climb up. Do you understand? Asked Gothel. Yes, said Rapunzel. Yes, what? Yes, Mother. That's right, Gothel said as she gagged the lost princess. Gothel stood at the window, waiting for Flynn Rider to come in. Rapunzel was frozen in fear. She didn't know what Gothel would do next. Rapunzel, I thought I would never see you again. Before he could say anything else, Gothel stabbed him. She'd killed before, but nothing so intimate as this. And she had a keen sense of satisfaction, feeling the blade slip into his flesh and his warm blood pouring onto her hand. Rapunzel screamed through her gag, trying to reach Eugene, but the rope kept her in place. "Now look what you've done, Rapunzel," Gothel said. "Oh, don't worry, dear. Our secret will die with him." Rapunzel was terrified. Eugene was bleeding to death. "And as for us, we're going where no one will ever find you again. We'll go to the Dead Woods, and I'll claim my place as queen once again, and I'll have my sisters at my side." Rapunzel was struggling against her mother as Gothel tried to drag her down the secret passageway. "Rapunzel, really, stop already. Stop fighting me." "No, I won't stop. For every minute, for the rest of my life, I will fight you. I will never stop trying to get away from you. But if you let me save him, I'll go with you." "No, no, Rapunzel," Eugene said. "I will never run. I'll never try to escape. Just let me heal him. And you and I will be together forever. Like you want. Everything will be the way it was, I promise. Just like you want. Just let me heal him." Together, forever. The words were like knives in Gothel's heart. Sisters, together, forever. Gothel agreed. She finally had her flower. Rapunzel would go without a struggle. Gothel would take her to the Dead Woods, and they would be together, along with her sisters. They would never grow old, and they would never die. They would never turn to dust like their mother. They would never suffer the indignity of death, of the horrible death she had given her mother. She was finally going to have the life she wanted. "Eugene! Oh, I'm so sorry. Everything's going to be okay, though. I promise. You have to trust me. Come on." "I can't let you do this." He was dying, and Rapunzel's heart was breaking as she watched him slipping away from her. "And I can't let you die," Rapunzel told him. "But if you do this, then you will die." She knew Eugene was right, but there was no choice. "Hey, it's going to be all right." She didn't know who she was trying to convince, Eugene or herself. "Rapunzel, wait," he said as he touched the side of her face. And before she could stop him, he sliced off her hair with a piece of broken mirror. "Eugene! What?" She held her hair in her hands as she watched it die and turn brown. It looked like dead leaves. "No!" Gothel screamed as she tried to gather the dying hair to her. "No! No! No! What have you done?" And then it was happening. She was suffering the same fate as her mother. She started to wither. She started to age. It was horrific. And the pain. It was worse than she'd imagined. It consumed her. It devoured her from within. "What have you done?" She ran to the mirror, trying to find the odd sisters, trying to find someone who could help her. She couldn't leave her sisters alone. What would become of them? She'd failed them. She'd failed her sisters. She was going to die. "I can't leave my sisters. I can't." She screamed as the pain filled her body. There was no escaping it. Had her mother felt that way when she died? Had it been that horrendous for her? Gothel was turning to dust. She could feel herself falling away. And she saw Rapunzel's horrified face as Gothel tripped and fell out of the window. The last thing she saw was the last thing her mother had seen. A look of utter revulsion and horror.
Thank you so much for listening. Please remember, like, subscribe, ring that notification bell, share with a friend, comment down below. And remember, let it go and keep moving forward. Have a magical day. Bye.